and very warm welcome to all of the dignitaries who've joined us this morning. We are particularly privileged that you have taken time in what I know is a very busy schedule at the annual meetings to be with us this morning. On behalf of my colleagues at the Barclays Africa Group, I'd like to welcome you all to the inaugural launch of the Barclays Africa Financial Markets Index. I would also like to welcome the members of our distinguished panel, and David Marsh from OMFIF will be doing a more formal introduction of the panel later on. Also to David Marsh and the colleagues from OMFIF who have worked with us on a remarkable collaboration in putting together this inaugural report, a very warm welcome and a huge thank you. In a moment, I'll hand over to David, who is the Managing Director of OMFIF, and he will also be offering a few opening comments. However, before I do that, I want to just offer a few thoughts, if I may. You know, for more than 3 decades, probably even longer, there have been many discussions about what is required to develop Africa's financial markets and the importance thereof for growth and sustainable development. Throughout this period, many countries on our continent have had to confront domestic economic and political challenges, as well as the contagion effect of multiple economic crises in other parts of the world. The most recent of which, the global financial crisis of 2007, has led to the de-risking of global banks. Our own institution, Barclays Africa, saw our majority shareholder, Barclays, make a decision to sell down. It's actually worked out incredibly well. We are a proudly African bank, well established on the continent, with huge prospects for growth. What is clear, however, is that the onus and responsibility for developing financial markets across the continent requires deliberate action in a number of areas, as well as greater collaboration between our countries. The different stakeholders in the room today, from regulators and policymakers to governments and multilateral development agencies, as well as the private sector, have a responsibility to ensure we approach the next 30 years and more differently. Beyond the ranking in the index, what this report shows is that economies across the continent need to do a number of things. The report clearly shows that local investor capacity and the ability to attract foreign capital are key, and they continue to drive many policy choices we make in our respective countries across the continent. The challenge remains, how do we do this more effectively? I hope that the index we launched this morning provides a contribution towards addressing these challenges. And I hope that that's how you will see this report. There are many insights from the report. However, I'd like to mention 3 that really stand out for me. Firstly, Africa must invest in its legal and regulatory frameworks, as well as the institutions that are needed to support these. Secondly, we must radically boost the capacity of local markets and local investors. And thirdly, we must improve the quality and consistency in the availability and publication of market data. Barclays Africa, as I said a minute ago, is a proudly African institution whose destiny is deeply bound with the success of our continent. Our collaboration with OMFIF is one which we intend to continue in the years ahead. I want to thank David and the team at OMFIF for the work that we have done and look forward to many more years of collaboration. In closing, I want to express once again my hope that the index provides a fact base that highlights the areas we need to track if we want to develop robust financial markets across our continent. I now want to hand over to David, who will also offer a few opening comments. Ladies and gentlemen, to the dignitaries who have joined us this morning, once again, thank you very much, and I hope we're going to have a lively and engaging conversation in a short while. Thank you.